guys, welcome to another episode of Horrible Decisions. We have made it to the end of 2021. Thank God. Hey, Dwayne, can you add some claps here? Some sound effects. We really made it. I hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas, their Kwanzaa, their Hanukkah, and just the holidays with their families or alone. We definitely want to thank all of you guys for your constant support here with tuning in and supporting Horrible Decisions. We are now going to share our favorite moments of 2021. Stay tuned. This next clip comes from episode 206, A Conscious Hedonist and Naked Sushi, featuring Tiana. This was one of my favorite episodes because Tiana was just so open and free with her sexuality. And come on, the idea of a gangbang for your 30th birthday party? If I'm not mistaken, I think she said she made it to 22 people who gangbanged her. If you don't believe me, take a listen for yourself.
I wanted to get to 30 because I was turning 30, but we were only able to get to 22 because at that time other people started playing. So
you were running a dick.
So they were all fucking, and I had.
Was your blindfold still on?
My blindfold was on. I was blindfolded, gagged, and I could only hear, basically. Everything else was, like, deprived. And that was the fantasy.
We have
for
someone
me.
blind coming in a few weeks.
Yes. That should be a whole
But wait,
experience.
again, like, I just want to slow this down and reiterate what was going on. So you were bent over, what was it called?
A spanking bench.
A spanking bench. Your partner was in front of you.
Yes.
So he was the only person, like,
fucking my mouth. Yes.
He was fucking your mouth, and then just whoever
in the room, all 60 guests there had permission. They did not have to ask me or say anything. They just had to sign up. I had another friend who was basically
Like
the
a
ringleader. Like a sheet. Basically a sheet that they could sign up for, and then they get 2 minutes to penetrate me. And so we had people doing...
What?
Wait, bro, what now? What?
I want you guys to tell me the last sign-up sheet you've seen, because mine was an extermination sign-up sheet in the hallway.
No, I ain't gonna hold you.
It wasn't a train bang?
All of
I want it to be.
All of the restaurants make you sign up now, bro. You got to put your name and your phone number.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I see a lot of sign-up sheets now.
Yeah.
But I ain't never know of anyone to have a sign-up sheet to come
Do you
inside.
drink and do drugs or none?
I love drugs, not so much drinking. I'm not really, my metabolism for alcohol is very low.
We're the same.
Yeah, but I love.
Were you
different
sober
stuff.
this night? Did you want to remember it? Did you want to let all of your inhibitions go?
100% wanted to remember it. I smoke cannabis pretty regularly. I consider it just like my medicine.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have a medical license. So I don't consider that me getting high. That's kind of my baseline.
Yeah.
But I wasn't on any other substances that night. And I think I maybe had a glass of Prosecco.
Can
But
I ask-
I've done all the other drugs. Let me
wanna-
just put that out there.
When you said cock, I knew, friend.
I do want to end on this with, just because I think a huge part of not only your sexual liberation with yourself, it does have to do with that communication.
Yeah.
So what was the conversation when you asked and told your partner this is what you wanted? And a lot of women fear that they may be treated or looked at differently after doing this. So what was the conversation like after? And then we'll, let you sign off. But I want to know what those two conversations were.
It was starting with just being clear about my fantasy was to be fucked by a series of strangers. But the reality of that is very high risk. And so that's not within my risk profile. So because of that, I wanted to create a similar situation where I could get the feeling of being penetrated by strangers and having that kind of like being objectified, essentially. Yeah. And so when I explained that to him, he was extremely sex positive. Everyone that we invited
and black.
I'm only smiling because she said it like she was thinking about getting a new car. He was so sweet about it. He was like, babe, you get the Nissan, you get the Honda, you get whatever you want.
First off, why couldn't you go with the Ferrari, the G-Wagon? Like, shit. Not the Nissan.
Were they all good dicks?
Yeah.
They were, actually. I actually got fucked by a lightsaber dildo. That was one of the funner parts. That I got to see the pictures afterwards of me being fucked by, because my friend
there were pictures
made a 3D printed dildo and
I thought it was 3D photos. I'm like, they just in a house?
Yeah. not 3D photos. But I had a professional photographer there to take photos of the moments that specifically were about me because I wanted to protect other people's privacy. And I also have masks, so if people wanted to, if they got caught in background, they could protect themselves.
That's a real bukkake scene.
But
did anybody come on you?
No one came on me except for my partner, who was the last person who fucked me.
Aww.
And so he came inside me, which was really nice.
Now y'all know it's Mandy B, aka Peg the Stallion. And there's no way I could sit here and end 2021 off without recapping the pegging episode. That's right. It took us about 4 years, but we finally were able to get a hetero cis male on the show to explain why he enjoys being pegged. It was amazing, his openness and vulnerability to sharing something that most men probably wouldn't admit to. My next favorite moment comes from episode 227. I enjoy being pegged, featuring Mel.
How often would you want to be pegged, or do you get pegged?
So here's an interesting thing.
Because it's a lot of work.
Of course this whole episode is about pegging, right? So I actually, it's not something, a lot of people think that once you get it, it's like, oh, now I'm out here fiending for it. And I'm out here like, yo, we got to have this every time. No, this may happen once
a year.
No, actually.
Oh shit. I was.
I don't know about you. Yeah, maybe once a month, maybe twice a month.
But it's a lot of
you're active.
But it's like doing it, I've even had people who felt a little insecure because they're like, do I have to do this with you every time? And I'm like, no, I don't really, it's not and it's something, it's great to have, but I'd rather have it with somebody who was extremely excited to do it versus somebody who's I
gotta do
feeling I gotta do this as a chore to make you happy. And it's no, it's not the case. I can still have regular sex and be perfectly fine.
I mean, that's why I went to, so when I went to the other sex club, they did a pegging demo. And my ex was like, you should go because I know that this is your thing and if this needs to get you off, because we never did that. And it's just been very you could go and do it if you want because you're not getting it here, but if it's something you need, go do it. Yeah. And I'm I enjoy that more than what you're saying where it becomes a chore. Yeah. Because anytime sex becomes a chore, it becomes unenjoyable. I do want to get to, though, the first time you experienced it and who you had get you in there, because it wasn't a partner, correct?
No. So I actually reached out to a dom who identified as lesbian. And I did that because I wanted her to be able to focus, I wanted to make sure that she was focused on me, focused on making sure it was a good experience. Whereas somebody who I felt was attracted to men might, be all in their feelings, or I don't know, or they just might be really horny or whatever. So I wanted her to be able to focus on it, right?
You reached out to a lesbian dom to peg you.
I was in a little group chat, and and I knew some people in there, and I knew that she was a dom who identified as lesbian. And so I reached out to her, and she was like, yeah, sure. And she was very good because she actually knew the right questions to ask. She knew all the things to negotiate before the whole scene happened.
Can we talk about what that is?
Yeah, so she wanted to know whether or not she could pull my hair, whether or not she could, call me names, whether or not she could spank me, or, she was like, we're gonna set up a safe word just in case something goes wrong. You want me to slow down or stop. She was very big on trying to understand my pain tolerance, understand how far I was ahead in my training. And she even gave assignments. She was like, I want you to do this tonight and that night.
Oh, I like that.
Very good, yeah. And so the first time, it wasn't a huge, it felt kind of just natural. We were already friends, and it just kind of felt very chill. And it was actually a very enjoyable time. Actually, the first time was watched by 5 women.
Oh wait, you were watched by 5 women. Is that the story that I'm hearing from? No. Shout out to the Whore Hive. Can you tell us what the Whore Hive did to you?
A different one, right?
Okay, so tell us what the Whore Hive did to you.
So that one actually kind of happened by chance, right? So we had, taken this little mini vacation, and it was a group of 10 of us, and we taken this little mini vacation. We were at a little retreat, a cabin thing that we had rented. And so there was a girl there who actually was also bisexual, and she had brought a strap on. And they had known that I was into it, so they kept saying like, "Hey Mel, bring your strap on, bring your strap on." So I was like, "All right, I'll just bring the stuff, whatever, just in case it happens." Which I wasn't planning on it happening, but this girl like did the same thing. She was strapping another girl. Everybody was like watching, and then she was like, "I want to try this on you next," and I was like, yeah, "Okay," but she actually had a much larger strap on, and I was like, "No, we're gonna switch over to mine." And it was actually maybe like just 3 of us in the room. She started, and then people just kind of like started coming in the room while it happened. And then everybody was just standing around watching, and people were like, "Oh, I want to try." And
were you getting nervous when people walked in?
No, actually, to be honest, I wasn't. A lot of these people that were in this group are people that I've had like in group chats with, and I've, people posting news all the time. So I knew these people. Like I've seen them at other events as well. So it was very much a comfortable thing. I knew the people there were very non-judgmental, and that people were
okay. But wait, when people said, "Hey, I want to try now," how many people ended up getting in your boot hole?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think 3.
3?
I love how they.
And it's funny. And it's funny because they were all scared. They were all super scared. And I was like,
you knew they were scared?
Yeah, I was trying to ease it. Like they were like, "Oh, I feel like I'm gonna hurt you. Like I don't know." Like
you said this ass could take it, huh?
Like, girl, it's okay. Like, and they're like, "Oh no, like I feel like it's gonna hurt." And
did you get your dick sucked while you were getting pegged?
Yes.
Also, one of our biggest accomplishments this year, as podcasters and being on Horrible Decisions, was of course our feature on The Breakfast Club. Shout out to Uncle Charlemagne and everyone at The Breakfast Club for having us on. Of course, that also led to one of our most popular episodes of the year, which is episode 226, the top 25 nastiest sex acts. We get into some pretty gross things this episode, but then also I decided to share with the world how I dabbled a little deeper into my foot fetish this year. Take a listen now. This is episode 226, top 25 nastiest sex acts. So, real quick, story time.
Oh.
So while I was at the sex club, I was with my friend or whatever. And of course, because I was on Molly, I was massaging his feet and then my new girlfriend's feet at the same time. So I'm sitting there just massaging both of their feet. And of course, I was just dared because he said I be massaging his feet. Okay. But I don't really lick his feet. And so I was like, I'll lick your feet. So I go to lick his feet and I go, and of course I lick the big toe. He said, no, licking the big toe is vanilla. He was like, if you really fuck with me and I know you really into me, you gotta suck the middle toe. Because if you don't really like feet.
One moment. Who is this?
A friend. He's just a friend. Say he's just a friend. So he was just a friend. But I ended up sucking his middle toe. And I sucked it good. Like I licked between, like the cracks of the toes. And then I put his middle toe in my mouth like this. So the big toe, you got to really open wide. Like the little toe, you got to. Oh, man. So I proved that I was really into him and that dick by sucking the middle toe. I think I've made it. I think I've arrived. I think I really have gone from literally cringing. This is full circle here. I used to not even want to look at feet. Bitch, I just sucked a middle toe in the sex club so people saw it. I think Maj was over there. At least our last guest, Mel, or whenever Mel comes on.
Does anyone have a number? Do you have a number?
Who?
Maj.
I don't.
Let's see if we can give her a call.
Do you have Maj's number?
I'm going to look through the Twitter DMs that I had when we had her come on. Because it's giving, I need to know the rest of the story.
Well, I was on Molly, so I don't know if she watched it. I'm pretty sure she watched me take dick.
Oh, I hope she did.
Well, take the pegger dick. I took the pegger dick.
What's your number?
And I was like,
Can you FaceTime people
on Twitter? I don't think so. That's just an IG thing.
I need this story. What's her name?
I don't know if she watched me suck the toe. It wasn't like a long lasting act. She really want to know about. I just told the story. What more is there? What more is there to share? I sucked the middle toe.
She said she really wanted to know.
I took the peg and dick, and I was petting everyone because I was high on Molly.
This bitch better answer the phone. Even if she got what happened when she was on FaceTime?
Oh, the turd fell out.
Mm-hmm. I don't care if she on the toilet taking a bump.
Is she answering it?
I want to hear this story. I know she probably looking like, well, she about to answer it. Maj.
Hello?
We need to confirm
Wait, Maj. You are live. Maj. Can you hear us, Maj?
Huh?
You can hear us?
Yes.
You are live on air, honey. Welcome to Horrible Decisions. Okay. Weezy has a question for you. Please say you cannot confirm nor deny anything here, okay?
Bitch, Mandy talking about she gave this nigga a pedicure with her mouth. And I need to know.
I didn't know if she watched that part or not.
Did you see the foot going in Mandy's mouth?
I didn't. I missed that. I was fucking. I was fucking on the other side of the DJ booth. I missed that.
Uh-huh. But you did see this bitch get... Huh?
I missed a lie.
Did you see me get pegged, Maj?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I peeked over the side of the DJ booth. I was like, wait, what's that noise? Yes, I did see that.
What's that noise? What was
bitch,
the noise?
I was moaning, damn.
If you could just replicate one more time before we say goodbye. What was the sound?
I heard moaning and I heard like clapping. I heard clapping, so I knew somebody was fucking. So
was it a butt clap or was it a hand clap?
It was like a skin to skin clap.
Okay, skin to skin contact. Ha. Thank you so much for your service. No, it's too. She said, girl, I was fucking.
She was like, see, don't nobody really be worried about what other people is doing at the sex club. Bitch, everybody trying to get their own off. Don't nobody give a fuck about me sucking a middle toe.
Next up on our list, well, at least my list, is another solo episode. This one is from episode 204 titled Famous Freaks. The episode was supposed to be about celebrities and all the kinky shit that they're into. But of course, we dive into other dumb shit just like we do when we're alone, because y'all love it when we get along. Like when Mandy didn't know whether or not there was a rainforest in the United States, and Ed and I were joking that there wasn't. Turns out the joke's on us. It exists. But anyway, here's some mess from that episode, Famous Freaks.
Now, this one is really interesting. Not that one. Living La Vida Loca is good, though. Richard Gere, white man. If you're confused, Pretty Woman.
I love that you know all the white people.
I like movies, so that's how I know a lot of actors.
What is it, Richard Gere?
Richard Gere.
Gere. Can I see what this white man look like?
You don't remember Pretty Woman, Mandy? Runaway Bride with Julia Roberts.
I remember Julia Roberts.
Oh, okay.
On the horse?
Mm-hmm. He was a rich guy. So when it comes to bedroom activities, he's a true freak of nature. He is into something called gerbling. Now, we have talked about this once before. Actually, you might have talked about it without me. With who did you interview? And I wasn't here. And she someone wanted a hamster spun. Was it Tayomi? No, Mistress Unknown. Yep. So gerbling
But you were there, no?
Maybe I was.
Mistress Unknown, and they wanted a hamster and a blender.
Well, this isn't that, but basically gerbling is when someone receives pleasure anally by inserting a small animal, mouse,
hell no,
hamster, rat, gerbil, rodent.
Now this is where we draw the line, though. We can shame this.
Richard became the center of this rumor in the mid-'80s when he was checked into Cedars-Sinai Hospital in LA after inserting his pet gerbil up his ass. Unfortunately, Titus was stuck is the name of his
gerbil.
Yeah. It was stuck in his anal cavity and it had to be surgically removed. Richard claims this is a rumor and it's not true. But how would a rumor like this get started and why would it stick for over 30 years?
It's very specific.
It's very specific, yeah. If you ever, it says...
I mean, but in real life, unless we can see the hospital intake records...
You can't. It's a HIPAA violation.
Yeah, but it's a HIPAA violation for us to know that he went there anyways.
Well, bitch, we ain't met. It ain't HIPAA for me, ho. I ain't got no credentials. They say he like it in his butt. All right.
Oh,
allegedly.
No.
Allegedly.
We got alleged this shit, bitch. We got some people with a lot of money that can sue us.
You know what's really funny about this?
These are all alleged.
Like, I feel like I could, like, if there was like a Drake one on here, like, I wouldn't do it. I feel like these people are for a different time or they don't matter to me. But also,
who the lady that just got paid from Nicki Minaj, and because she leaked the sample with Funk Flex. Bro, these old people be having
Tracy Chapman,
right, bruh.
Baby, give me your
But this is what
number.
I'm saying. She from another generation too, and she out here suing Nicki. Don't
Tracy
think these
Chapman-
people ain't gonna sue us.
We're not taking
This is
their
all
song.
alleged, and it's
if
online.
E-News can continue going,
Yeah, I
should
feel
we
like
wipe the episode? I ain't trying to lose the studio.
no.
I mean, yeah, word.
Nah, this is all alleged.
All right, fine.
All alleged.
From the Googles.
All right,
Right.
the last one. Ooh, I love this one, baby. Okay.
Here you go.
Now, de Ricky de Martin, they
Of
saying in 2006, he's saying, do you know he gay? Well, we all knew he was gay, but now we
For
really...
whatever reason, my mama didn't. Her gaydar sucked.
Pull up a picture of his family. I don't know
My
if you've seen
mama
it.
used to love her some Ricky Martin.
Who
bitch.
didn't want to fuck Ricky Martin, dog?
I never wanted to fuck Ricky
Oh,
Martin.
please, Mandy, you bugging. Ricky Martin.
I never wanted to fuck Ricky Martin.
He's Puerto Rican, right?
I can tell you, yes.
Puerto Rican.
I never had
freaking-
Puerto Rican dick unless it was mixed with black. So like, no.
They got black people over there. But Ricky Martin's fucking family, man. Like,
Look, Ricky Martin is good looking. I'm not going to front. And I'm not
he's
saying this 'cause
got
I'm
a
not seeing him.
gorgeous family. He's got
Yeah, my
cute
mama
kids.
liked him.
Him and his man.
My mama liked him.
You think him and Enrique used to fuck? Oof.
Can you allegedly? No,
Oh,
that's
I'm
not
sorry.
even alleged. Whoa.
Enrique has a foot fetish too. Okay. So Ricky de Martin, he's saying in the Blender magazine, I love giving a golden shower. I've done it before in the shower. It's like so sexy. You know, the temperature of your body in the shower water is very different. There aren't too many people out here to admit to getting
This
feet
is
on.
hot as shit.
But he also supposedly has a foot fetish, but that's nothing in comparison to waking up in a puddle of piss. Gay men are so about the golden showers, and I love talking about it because has Vinny talked about it with
I
us?
done had straight men. I done been someone who had partners that like to go in the shower.
Well, no, I mean with gay men, like I'm saying, both got dicks, so it's
Oh
fun.
yeah, I can't just squirt my.
I feel like it's funner with a
we got
dick.
aim.
Yeah,
First episode up, who would have thought me, Wheezy, chose a white woman for the episodes that I loved this much this year? However, it's not Sophia. I'm sure that was your guess. It was actually Lisa Ann. I totally forgot we had her on, and she's fucking legendary, seasoned in the game, and said so many things about broke men and their dick that I could relate. Check it out.
Obsessively.
Wait a second. Sperm can stay in you for 10 days. I thought it
That's
was
why
7.
they say
Look
that
it up.
you're ovulating for 7 to 10 days.
Yes,
You really
that
only
shit's
have
swimming
one
around in there.
ovulation date.
Swimming around there, trying to get in.
Do you ever feel it swim inside of you?
I have.
No, you lie.
I'll tell you.
She felt it in her eye.
That's what I was just going to say. It was in my eye.
Wait, you
Because when you get cum in the eye, you visualize these little sperms that you saw in movies, like how they explain the sperm.
Right.
And you visualize it thinking that your eye is an egg, right?
Bro, it's your head.
And and you know, you're supposed to use milk, so you go into you're renting a location.
Wait, you put milk in your eye?
the lactic acid in the milk calms down the sperm and makes your eye so you can drive home from set because the fucking cum is like making your eye on fire, and then you're picturing the sperm, and it is true. The egg thing, you do feel
Wait,
it.
you feel it in your eye, them swimming around.
Well, no, that's the visual your head's tricking you into
Okay,
getting.
real quick.
It burns, but I
It
have
burns like a motherfucker.
Okay,
doesn't
so real
it?
quick.
You know when you
question.
squint them and you get the light pollution, you can see that looks like sperm right now.
No, bro. See, you're
Do it. I'm
you're
telling
bugging.
you.
It's just the little stars when you look up into a light, bitch. The real question I want to know is it 2% whole or almond?
Well, listen, if
What
you're
type
at a
of milk?
location house and you got cum in the eye, you're using anything they got in the fridge, okay? Anything they got in the fridge. 'Cause you want to calm that
Heavy
shit
cream?
down. I'll
So
take
milk,
it.
not water.
Milk, because the lactic acid. Yep, and it's unbelievable. Just put it in a cup, flush it on your eye.
I feel like if anyone
hopefully you
gave
had
us
on
this tip, we'll
lashes
believe it.
big enough that it held some of the load, like you're like holding on, you're trying to pull the lashes off and get that out.
See, I like bukkake. It's like my favorite, which is hilarious because whenever they get cum in their eye, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for you.
And they don't move. They're such good girls. They just sit there and wait for more, right? They know you see it, it's happening. You're like, but bless her heart.
I've been doing
She's
bukkake a lot, Weezy. You'd be so proud.
Watching?
Like, no.
We're actually doing
No,
it.
we do a thing like between our rounds now. He pulls out and he likes to come on my face. And then he goes back and puts it in. So he's fucking me while there's
It's
nothing.
it doesn't
come
get
all over my
That's
face.
just called. That's like
Wait, is that just a facial?
Yeah, bukkake is like a round of men.
Yeah,
He goes round
and listen,
on my face.
No. Bukkake is like, I want to make the rules here. I want to say it's 7 or more. It's a group.
Okay.
It's a group. It's like a gangbang. If it's 4 or less, it's not a gangbang. It's a group scene, right?
You know,
I always
last
have this
week
argument.
Mandy said she feels like her max could be 3.
3 would be my max.
You can cater to 3, but if one's down and having a weak moment, you don't have another one to step in. That's the beauty of multiple participants.
But I have 2 more.
Yeah, but well, they're both busy. You either got your hands, your mouth, your ass, your vagina.
Okay. So what is your number?
Have you done DP yet?
I mean, with a toy.
Okay, that's a good start.
With a toy to start. Well, so I was just saying
For you. Get off the bench.
So I was just saying that if I wanted, okay, let me ask you, and we'll get into Black Sexcellence a little bit.
This is a flow that I'm really enjoying.
You like this? Girl, this is easy.
Lisa, don't tell me that because I love Mandy and I, we have an outline for our
First
show.
off, we're still going to stick to it, bitch.
We
Don't think
always
I got this, baby.
argue about the outline because sometimes we flow, sometimes it's outline. I like a mix of both. Mandy is gripping her phone.
My phone is
because
is
she
gripped.
wants to get to the next segment.
No.
Can you skip?
No.
I know.
Well, no, because
I'm watching the whole thing and I'm just
Lisa, don't laugh at me. That's what we're not gonna do. I like an outline.
Mandy,
bitch.
let's skip the Black Sexcellence.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Okay, so she's
It's a control
But
freak,
also, guess
Libra.
what? I only say that because apparently I was born in October, but I don't believe in science or the moons and stars.
Did you see the full moon last night by chance? It was beautiful.
There's the full moons in Libra.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a scale to me. It still looked like a regular moon. The shape didn't change.
That's the biggest moon of our year.
It was the full moon that pushed the container truck that had been stuck in the canal for multiple days. Yeah. It was the full moon and the current from the water that was able to free that capsized
That's
ship.
crazy.
Or they were just hitting it for so long trying to get it out.
No, I saw the moon in Mexico when it came out yesterday. Beautiful. Oh, that was wild.
So it's in the rundown.
Mandy, skip the Black Sexcellence. Get back in the game.
The Black Sexcellence is going to get us into even more.
All right, go ahead.
But wait, I wanted to finish the goddamn gangbang talk.
Oh, did you?
So DP, are you willing to do it with 2 participants?
So here's the thing. I will do it with 2 participants. The thing is I'm a size queen. And so I feel like if I wanted to do a gangbang that I actually enjoyed, one of the dicks would have to be small. But
Not true.
I'm telling you how my orifices work.
Trust me, you can push the limits on those.
I mean, I get it. I'm pushing with my man already, but I'm telling you, if he is in my vagina, the size that would have to go in my dick for me to be in. So we do it with my toys already now. So that's why I know kind of when it gets to a point where, okay, it hurts. It's not
Do you use a
enjoyable.
butt plug to open up before?
Oh yeah, girl, I got a little bedazzle one now too. I be walking around like, ooh, baby, look. I be trying to show him my little jewels.
Close Swarovski.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm not that wealthy yet. No, I'm not having Swarovski in my goddamn Buddha hole. But I feel like that's the thing. And this is not to shame. It is. I mean, I guess we do it all the time. I don't really get wet to small looking dicks. They're not even that cute looking to me. So
this is a message to everyone out there that feels that their dick is not too small. We're not shaming you. We really want you to have a lot of miraculous sex. So we have a different gauge of small. Your small is just fine.
Right, go ahead and think my pussy loose. I don't care.
If it's really small, my advice is this.
Anal sex.
Fucking go to school and become a plastic surgeon. You will still get a hot fucking bitch even with that little dick if you do plastic surgery.
That's true.
Oh,
my sugar daddy had a small dick.
Shows are plastic surgeons, right?
They are.
I read
but my sugar daddy had a small dick, and I really couldn't even. I didn't even feel it.
Not
I mean, I didn't feel it like as
I
as
tell
bad.
them,
bitch, I didn't give a fuck if a
I
nigga,
felt full.
I didn't care if my niggas and sponsors was paying me. If they dick was little, I even said, oh, I don't suck dick. I couldn't do. I just didn't want to do it. Like, ew.
Maybe the money wasn't enough for you.
I even was like,
It was
from
enough
the back
for me.
only. From
My
the
pussy
back
felt
only.
so full every time. I
Niggas
just
was
looked
fucking
at my
my
floor to
thighs.
ceiling windows
and your closets and your
and the
stuff.
private planes. Oh my god! Do you think I gave a fuck?
So that's my advice to you all out there. If your
Become a
penis
plastic surgeon.
fits in your hand with no extra, then just fucking study.
Maybe you
hard.
need to learn crypto.
Study hard. Just do whatever. Do whatever.
Get them NFTs.
Do
popping
whatever.
for the NFT.
Do whatever. Because you're not gonna be out there slinging that dick with no job and having some girl take it. If
Okay,
it's
so
small.
Maybe that's why a lot of big dick dudes and a lot of good sex is like broke dick. Because I always talk about how good broke dick is.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And when I meet a guy that has a big dick that also has a job, I tell him like, I don't even know why you have a fucking job. You'd still be getting fucked all the time. I know. I'm giving you money.
And probably wouldn't even have to pay bills.
It's a fair point, but
I mean, you really need to do nothing else.
No. And you're also surprised when they're not assholes. Because you're like, you can be kind of an asshole with that dick. I'd still probably hang
Big
out.
dick guys have been pretty kind, but I feel like it's because they know they can fuck whoever they want.
Yeah.
And they're always very patient with sex. You ever notice that?
Yeah, because they've hurt girls in the past.
Yes.
And so they're very cautious of making sure they don't hurt girls.
Which is why a lot of them also, too, a lot of the big dick niggas don't really stroke that well because they have put so many women in pain.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm going to let y'all know now, for the little dick niggas, a lot of my friends like little dicks because they don't like pain. I'm just a size pain queen, I guess. I like pain.
I like to feel like full and stretched a little.
I like to feel like a baby could slide right out after you.
Okay.
Like, damn, this like the size of a baby head.
What's that TLC when they go out on the porch? They're like, I don't know how it came out. I just went outside and the baby was right there. I'm like,
what fucking show is that?
Yo, it was a, what is it called?
Bitch,
Like, I'm pregnant, didn't know
she
it.
said TLC.
Yeah, pregnant didn't know it.
Pregnant didn't know it.
Oh, I was thinking No Scrub.
Those producers.
Another really dope moment on the show was when we got to feature a man named Sino, who I met during a podcast consultation. He's actually a fan of the Horrible Decisions podcast, knew Mandy and I, and is visually impaired. He's lost his sight like 10 years ago. He comes on the show, divulges all about what it's like to fuck while blind, what watching porn is like, what dating is like. He's a father, a friend of the show. Enjoy this. I thought it was super cool.
I feel like this is probably one of the coolest episodes we ever gonna have. Not to put the pressure on you, because I don't want
you just applied mad pressure. Like he wasn't all nervous.
Like,
we was just checking the nervous gauge, and you see she come out the gate adding pressure. Bro, you gotta ease people in, bro.
But I'm so hyped. This is a lot of insight. No pun.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
that pun was,
I feel like, but Sino cool. He get it. He get it.
Nah,
So
nervous.
I met Sino because he did a consult with me for his new podcast, Blind But Now I See.
Yes.
He was bugging on the first name, but we got with it. I'm just playing. But yeah, I really wanted to have somebody on. And I feel like I can't use the word disability, but you're visually impaired.
Visually impaired, yeah.
And it's so interesting to me to have this conversation because we hear so many things about, we just had a guest a few weeks ago that talked about sensory deprivation and how she was blindfolded and shit and how things are heightened. And I think it's going to be so dope to just learn about you, your sexual experiences. I know you may not talk about sex too much on your pod, but like,
right.
It'll be
like, oh shit.
Anything goes.
I gotta give a sex tip.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
But like, yeah, this is just really exciting for us. So can you introduce yourself, tell people what you do, and just a little bit about your story on, how you lost your vision?
Well, my name is Sino. I call myself Blind Poppy.
Not blind.
Yeah, Blind Poppy, the Hood Ray Charles. Like, I'm a party promoter. So pretty much 9 years ago, I was shot 3 times being robbed. Well, they was trying to rob me and shot me 3 times. Left me there to die. Pretty much 7 days in the hospital, 4 days ICU, 3 days recovery.
That's it?
And I told my mother I'm out. I got to get him to my son. Doctor said he couldn't come up there. He was 1 year old. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Oh, I thought your son, I misunderstood. When I met you, you told me your son was
10.
10, not 9.
Yeah, he 10
okay,
years
so
old.
you've seen your son.
Yeah. I got shot after his first birthday.
Wow.
Wow.
So when this happened
And
to you?
survived. Hey, I got another nickname for you.
April
35
21st.
cent. 50 got shot 9 times. We got to take away some cents. That shit was over 3. 35 cent.
You could be 3 note.
3 note.
So, okay, I totally misunderstood. So you had your son, you get out, you're blind. I know you told me a little bit briefly about how you did anger management while blind, but just from a sex perspective, like, how long did you go before you even wanted to have sex again or could?
Man, until I came home, I wasn't leaving the hospital. I said, work. I straight up and down told the doctor, if it ain't working, I ain't leaving.
That's what you said. That's
straight up and
wait.
down.
You were in the hospital just from being shot, and your concern was whether you would get whether your dick would get hard again or not.
You took my eyes. I want to know what else you took. Fuck that. That's going. Ain't no use.
What was the response like? How was? I mean, clearly.
What the doctor's response when I said that?
What was the doctor's response to that?
He was like, pretty much, your body going through trauma. You got to see. Couple of days, it started moving. I'm like, I'm good to go.
Wow.
Went home, had sex the first day I went home.
The first day?
First day home.
You think it was sympathy pussy?
Yeah, I had a whole lot of that. There's a whole lot.
You had a whole lot of that.
A whole lot of sympathy.
So, fellas, if you're not getting pussy,
no, the whole
just
lot.
get shot. No, I'm sorry.
Everybody
God,
coming
Mandy.
up there.
Okay.
No, but you know what? No, I did fuck with a nigga that got shot.
We know you like niggas that sleep with guns under their pillow.
I feel like I would have fucked him anyway, but I was like, damn, you hurt. So wait, the sympathy pussy that you were getting, was it girls you already had sex with?
Girls I had sex with, girls that dubbed me before, but wanted to see what it was about.
Huh? But they thought it changed.
Yeah,
like
I hear the weirdest questions. You know, with a whole lot, you still know what you're doing, and I'm like, what? Should be confusing to the after. Then it's like, all right, yeah, you do know what you're doing still.
Eating pussy's not confusing though.
Nah, never.
Maybe because you're finding
you know how to do it.
All you got to do is the legs. That's it.
But but a new pussy.
The pussy still has the same anatomy, bro.
Nah, new pussy be kind of different because
it's hard for it.
Nah, it ain't hard. I be hesitating. You can't see that shit, so it's not like you don't know them shits got bumps on there or what.
Oh my god!
I be nervous.
Is your sense of smell like crazy now?
Yeah, the touching, taste.
But like with pussy specifically.
Yeah, I could definitely smell it. If it ain't something like I ain't doing it.
Damn, can you smell us?
Yeah.
And I'm nervous because the bitch was just look, we just said the way we was sweating last show.
No, we were just saying we need some deodorant.
I just took some wet wipes to my underarms. So it was a little musty.
Nah, you cool.
So I do want to start with some icebreakers, and one of the first ones you almost told me, Bessa, wait till you're
that was not an icebreaker, bro.
Hell no, that's how we jump out the gate. How long you been listening to our shows, Sino?
For a long time. That's all I do is I stay in the house and just listen.
So my first icebreaker question for you is, what do you think we look like?
If you dare tell me this. I think you slim, like a caramel color.
You giving her way too much melanin.
First of all, bitch.
Slim caramel color, like a little booty.
Very little. Accurate.
It's a medium.
Mandy, I could say caramel, kind of short, thick.
Kind of short.
And thick. He had that right.
Thick.
Huh. Well, the only thing I'll tell you, I think that really might help you think about what I look like. We always kind of have the same look. I wear braids a lot.
I realized that.
How?
Podcast. Listen to the podcast.
I be talking about them?
You sat there and said braids is you.
That's true. Mandy... Who knows what the fuck she got?
Nobody knows what I'm going to look like when I come in. I ain't going to hold you.
Sometimes you got a wig. Sometimes you got to show a cut.
Oh, that's right. I was talking about that.
Be different.
See, he be listening.
Yeah, you switch up.
Ladies, you may just need a nigga who blind because they listen. God damn, you listen.
Yo,
you're the best.
You a good listener.
True.
Yeah.
Do you notice that with yourself? Do you feel like you're like paying extra attention?
I feel like way more attention now.
Damn, you probably catch niggas in lies.
All the time.
Didn't you tell me that?
All the time. That shit was 2 years ago. I still remember what you said.
See?
Has your memory sharpened?
All the way.
That's crazy.
Because like you can't write shit down or you can't see it to keep going over it. You play that shit in your head all the time.
Yeah. When we did our consult, I've been leaving people notes, like written notes, and I was like, well, let me do this different with Sino. And I did a voice note so that he could listen to it. And I was thinking to myself, like, how annoying is this going to be if he got to play this shit over?
Nah, I listened to it like 20 times.
Really?
It don't get annoying. It's like a talking book.
Honestly, I'm really excited to listen to your podcast because it's so interesting to me. You know, like we were just saying when we spoke, like you don't really meet a lot of blind people. Maybe you'll come across them, but like how many conversationally do we have? And
never. Even before I went blind, I really didn't see a lot of blind people.
Yeah, and I mean, it's
it's different.
Wait, so you don't meet more people now that you're blind?
Nah.
Like when you get a PT Cruiser, then all you notice is PT Cruisers?
Yeah, nah, it's not like
it's not like that would be
run into like here and there. I went to some blind anger management that it was just straight blind people in there. They were just like
you didn't like
no.
I
finished the class. I had no choice.
Why you had no choice?
My mother and my cousin was not playing that.
Oh, it was like an intervention.
Let's go. Yeah, you want to bug out? Let's go.
How long did it take you to stop being angry?
Shit, the first 6 years I was angry.
Wow.
First 6 years I was angry. Every now and then, you do something I don't like, I would snap. Like little shit is like, treat me like I'm regular.
Yeah. Right.
So don't tippy-toe around me, don't lie. Keep it real. Like, because I'm angry, I'm not going to beat you up. I'm going to just distance myself from you.
What's crazy is everyone that I think we've even interviewed that has some form of a disability, that's been like their number one request is treat me like you would anybody the fuck else. Like,
so that's why we talking shit today.
That's why
that's how you
talk
supposed
shit to you.
to.
You in here with a fitted cap.
That's
with your
how you
whole
supposed
polo
to.
Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
I had niggas wearing that little hoodie back in the, you know what I mean?
That's how you supposed to. Me and CJ done had fights. My mother still cursed me out. Ain't nothing changed.
Good.
So
I love that
CJ
they treat you.
CJ's your brother, who's your eyes, pretty much, right?
Yeah, that's my eyes.
So let's talk about when you meet somebody. Do you give CJ all the credit to tell you?
Yeah, he straight up and down tell me. Sometimes it depends. If I'm drunk, I don't care. I mean, I don't care. Sometimes I don't care. I can't see you. So
Did you ever watch the movie Shallow Hal?
Nah.
So it's a movie.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Girl, they in his eyes they look skinny, but really they like heavy set and all. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but don't you feel like that's like a blessing in disguise now?
Nah, but then sometimes it be like
Niggas gonna know you got a funny looking bitch.
You got your friends that be like, yo, bro, what the fuck you doing, bro? And I'm like, what? What you mean what I'm doing? To me, they don't got no face to it. I can't see the shit, bro. So what's the difference? I can't see the shit, bro. On my right hand, he like, nah, I can't let you go out like that, bro. Nah, that's no good.
Not I can't let you go out like
But
that.
like-
What are you saying to this man?
You ain't never met a real funny bitch.
Nah, I did. I met all different type of girls being blind.
So that's interesting because I wonder if that's our ego. Like, do you think that knowing, not even being able to see that someone's attractive, knowing they're attractive weighs that much?
I can say you probably like a person more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're not seeing them.
Do you feel like you've been having more intellectual conversations with women? Like you've been getting closer to them?
Some women I straight dub after the 2 weeks.
The 2 weeks.
Why are you dubbing bitches in 2 weeks?
When you hit me with that, send me a cash. What? Nah.
What? Oh God.
Cash apps I can't do.
Cash apps I can't do. I like that they don't treat you different.
Nah,
treat you the
damn
same.
sure.
Asking you
So
for
if I'm
money.
a trick on a nigga,
Yeah.
That's right.
They
Like,
damn sure
but you
do.
got money though.
so you ain't get a settlement?
Nah, shit to be different. They come to me like they talk like money. What? I'm like, I'll be right back. I spin off. It's over.
Do you find that like when dating though, like what's just something common that happens with women? Do you think that you become almost like a fetish? Do you feel like girls want to know what it's like to fuck somebody blind? Because you like, you know, Daredevil.
I had a couple of girls that I ran into like that was like that. Mm-hmm. But it was like, oh yeah, you different. Like I see you more into it. You use your hands more. It's passion, but it's really like I'm not trying to be passionate with you.
You just need to do this stuff.
Just get it off and I'm out.
Have you ever had like a threesome or sex with?
Yes, I had a threesome before.
Have you had it before you were blind or after?
After.
Bro, he getting all the pussy. Like we just don't need to talk to this man like he blind anymore. He getting pussy. Let's just talk about sex. It's whole decisions.
Shit. Because I'm gonna be real with you. Like for me in a threesome, there's a lot of shit you gotta watch out for. Like his legs flying and shit. Like you telling
get hit, be all right. Shit is worth it.
You like, bitch, I've been shot.
You can't complain. You can't complain after that.
I can have a foot hit me in the face.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You can't complain.
That wraps up today's episode and recap of our 2021. Although we got back outside for a little bit this year for some host stories, we hope that you guys are staying home indoors and being safe during this Omarion. Now, I know that some of you hate this episode because you love some new shit. However, if you head over to our patreon.com/horrible decisions, I know you hear us talking about it all the time, but for real, there are hundreds of episodes there for you to watch, there for you to listen to. There's a whole community of Horror Hive fans. We just found out one of our Horror Hive members got married. They met on our live town hall episode. Shout out to them. There are so many horrible relationships that started in our Discord chat. It's fucking crazy, and we're really grateful for that community and you. So thank you for sticking with us for another year. I think it'll be our 6th year in 2022 of doing Horrible Decisions. We love you so much. Thanks for being loyal. Thanks for being the best part of our show.